I feel like my own confidence is a superpower because it comes on when you need it. So we put a contract that says your pictures are delivered in 62 working days. Where people make the mistake is they might book too many clients in one day or too many clients in 1 week.
Like early this year, I was having like a personal beef with you.
Globally recognized photographer, entrepreneur, leading wedding storyteller, award-winning photographer, BEDGE Pictures.
What are the ways you would look at when you want to like put it in the eyes of people, increase visibility for your product?
This is how I market. I just keep talking about.
Hi guys, my name is Ijeoma. I'm a portrait photographer based in Abuja, Nigeria, and then we are connecting the dots today.
We did it once and it was good. We move.
We move. Okay, so Bej, I'm really excited you're sitting here with me
I am.
today.
I'm excited.
Because apart from the fact that I'm a huge fan of your work, I'm actually like, I think you're a really interesting person. Let me tell you why. Because
Inject it.
let me tell you why. So whenever I'm on social media, I'm just either doing DMs to reply my clients,
Yeah.
and then I go to Instagram stories to just watch people's story. And it's not everybody like the way the Instagram likes. I just look for the people that I'm interested in their life, and they're just.
And this person,
And
I want follow.
do you get?
We'll check them out.
And then I come to your stories, and then you have all these funny videos that you post,
These memes.
like the memes, the TikToks. Like it just gets me laughing because Nigeria is tough. So when I see anybody
Yeah.
that makes
Knows
me
how to
laugh,
understand the
like, and they have this really funny sense
awkwardness
of
of
it.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think Texa was a few days back, but the text I'm going to make reference to was I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago I was on the panel and they were like, how do you market? How do you do this? Swear down, I had no idea. But I was just like, we're going to flow. I wrote MMM. Do you know MMM?
Yes.
What do you know about MMM? The money scheme.
Money scheme.
At the end of the day, it's a scheme, right? But this one is music, movies, and memes, right? So on the spot, I was like, I feel like that's the best way to market to all three generations. Let's put it, your generation, the one before yours, and the one after, because that's your understanding. Music, movies, memes. So it's the easiest way to even market. No be Gadus with that.
No be Gadus
just use them
with
as
that,
the audio
and then
of
you just
your,
connect with
Yeah, so
them.
someone has seen Gadus
Yes.
meme before.
Yes.
Will relate it to your content.
Yes.
It's a perfect sandwich.
And then they feel like, oh, this person, I can actually relate with this person. When if I book this photographer, I can relate with this person.
So
on set and
music,
everything.
movies, memes, those are the things you can use to market yourself easily.
Really, really interesting. So what is one of the things I find interesting? And Twitter, oh my God, sometimes when I see your Twitter, I'm like, oh my God, BEDGE has mind shower.
See, okay, Twitter or X, let's not call it what is not.
X.
Your ex.
Yes.
Now we'll call Lucas camera. We're like connecting the
X to Y. Oh my God, are we okay?
So, but X call it what it is. X is your audio.
Yeah.
So if you're a brand, you're a body of a brand.
Yeah.
I feel like Instagram is your visuals. Because Instagram is picture, first of all. It's just, people come there to just see.
But now we don't even know if it's pictures anymore.
I mean, it's shifting.
Yes.
Follow the money.
Yes.
But X, Twitter is more of the audio of your business. It's where you actually, people go there to read.
Oh my.
Because they are reading tweets.
Never thought about
it's not really always picture, but you can still post pictures. In fact, the best place to post pictures is X because it has 4K. You can view an image in like 4K. But that's your audio part. So when you say, you get mine, at the end of the day, it's just that's what you put on Instagram.
Yes.
Who's trying to read a picture of a right is not what it is. It's not a poetic page. It's for pictures. You don't want to get people distracted by your humor.
Yes.
So
that is the one thing I see that you have a really great sense of humor. And I think I've run into you like offline sometimes, a few times in bigger studios. And the time that you launched WPS and it was this really interesting gadget. So much that was in your DM months later and I said, please now.
Ejo, I have come.
Please now. Give us another one.
And welcome to WPS again. And welcome everybody behind the camera as well. This is our home. Our house.
Yes.
Yeah, it's our house.
So thank you for sitting here today with me.
Thank you.
So let me get into why we're here.
Right.
I really want to get into the journey of photography for you and building BEDGE and WPS. Because for me, for the most part of my photography has always been the technical part.
Yeah.
So I've come to this phase of my life where I'm now trying to build a brand and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is really, really not easy as I thought. So that's why we're here. But I want to start from why photography? Why not videography when you started?
Well, I feel like pictures, it was always pictures first.
Yes.
You know, we were introduced to pictures first before video now came, before they invented TV and you could watch motion picture.
Yeah.
So we've been drawn to pictures first. And when you get the first phone that has a camera, the quality is more picture than video. I mean, 10 years ago, you can't get a reel. It's not possible to get a reel.
Yes.
But you can get a picture of a bride
Yes.
on your phone, in your
phone.
pocket. So why photography is, that was my first introduction to the juicy life of photography, content creation, telling your stories.
Yeah.
So pictures first.
Yeah, but at what point in your life did you get introduced to photography that you took appreciation to photography? Because me growing up in my childhood and growing up in the East, I didn't see photography glorified in such a way that I would want to take up a career in
Cameraman.
it. It's the only way
where
to
take. Cameraman, when they say been come here that time.
Yes, and you see people, the only color you see in their picture is their clothes. They look white. So there was nothing about photography that
will entice you.
That will entice me. In fact, starting photography was not a passion project for me. I've never had, that one came along the way.
Yeah.
I just stumbled into it. So I think one of the interviews you had, I think you said something, you grew up in Asaba. So I wanted to understand how you got an appreciation of photography and then.
So, like I said, it was from like the first phone that you get to be introduced to photography itself, and you see that you can create things from like the ordinary sights.
Yeah.
So you grow up with that, and everything you see online, pictures, videos, you want to be involved in creating your own.
Yeah.
You start from your phone.
Yeah.
But in secondary school, I got a BlackBerry. So I'll take my BlackBerry to.
You're a big boy.
It's not started today, from the bottom, but the bottom's not really big.
It's not today.
No, I got a BlackBerry because if I tell you I got a BlackBerry, it's for another conversation. Because you have to always hustle to be in the trend of whatever it is.
Does that have anything to do with also the name BEDGE came through in your secondary school too?
Well. So I used to take my phone to school, and you take pictures of people, and they are wild.
Yeah.
That wow is to convert wow to money.
Yeah.
So you now want to make photography a paying gig.
So that you started making money from photography?
No, not in secondary school. Okay. So that happened in university when I was done with school.
Okay.
Then reality has set in, and you're like, okay, where's this money going to come from? Is it from being I read economics. Is it from having a desk job and working in a company where you're making money? I was like, I have no idea. But what I want for my birthday on the 14th of March, 10 years ago, I wanted a camera. I wanted to convert what I was already doing with my phones, but not for money, convert it to something. Just learn the craft more, right? So I got a camera, and from there on,
first camera?
Canon 60D, best.
Shout out to... even start small.
I started from the bottom. Every time we play that music, started from the bottom. So our own was, 60. It was relatively, that was what we consider our bottom as.
Yes.
The best entry camera to, professional film. Not just, I'm buying for hobby. Because I knew it's not just hobby. You just want to, convert this thing to this. And after that,
so
you do this, they call you back, you do this, they call you back.
That's to say you didn't have any other job outside of photography?
No, I think the only time I bring out my CV is to apply for visa. Or the only time I have to just apply for something, or you need it to buy this. But to say, dust and go and look for a job, I didn't have that. But I worked in a photo studio in Guags after school. So I was like, coming to town to shoot the little, I could have like 2 jobs a year. Maybe it's from someone's birthday or something. So coming to town wasn't as much anymore because I was done with school, but I was still in Guags. So you see, what are we doing? Do we go back home? But I was like, I have to get a job because that's the thing I always, want people to understand. Get a place where you're collecting knowledge. It's not what you make there. It's not how long you stay there. This place is for collecting knowledge for yourself and giving back in service. That's a job. So I was like, I'm going to work for this photo studio. There was a makeup artist who said, you know what, I'm opening a place and I'll need you to,
Yeah.
be the photographer and editor. I was like, right on, let's go.
Yeah.
And that was it. Oh. I got that job and I started being the photographer, editor. I will be in the studio the entire day, so I'm pretty much manager.
Yes.
So that gave me a sense of business.
I feel.
That gave me a sense of business in the fact that this I want to do it, but I want to do it for myself.
For myself.
Yeah, like I want to do it, but I want to do it for myself. So I just press accelerator for the photography thing. A pick.
I really like what you said about working in a photo studio first before you branched out to now build BEDGE, because that is literally the foundation of my career. Yeah. It's like, I worked in BEDGE studios for a while, and there, apart from
you can't just call BEDGE and skim through.
Yes,
it's not your now.
Yes,
you appease the gods when you speak their name.
Appease the gods.
Don't drive by.
Don't drive by.
Don't.
You stop.
Yeah.
Drop some color.
BEDGE is responsible for a lot of creatives. Eating. I say eating. Eating is creating a life for yourself. Do you get? Yeah. He has been responsible for a lot. So I even look up to him in the sense of I want to make sure I create more creatives that eat. Yeah. It's just passing the torch. Yes. You don't have to. You don't really have to. Yes. You're good. You can just go to one place and sit down. Yes. No, you don't need to. But he makes it an effort. And you're a product of it. So
yes, and he also empowers you too. Like it's not even just about like teaching you photography. Yeah. I always say if you go through bigger studios and all you learn is photography, you've actually
messed up.
You've messed up. You've messed up. So
because that's not just it. You need more than that. But that part you can't be taught. You have to be able to see.
You have to see.
The photography, yes, is fine.
Yes.
So shout out to BEDGE, please.
Yes.
And thank you for. That's my time. We'll talk to this one now because we have to sit for. Shout out to BEDGE. We're connecting the dots here. Right?
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a really good one. Do you remember your first photography job that they paid you money?
Yeah, of course now. Yeah. Your first bread. That's your first bread.
How did that go?
That's money you collected to. You probably don't even want that money. You don't need. You just want to charge. Let's just be like.
Let's just be like. We didn't do it for
first
free.
Bread.
Yes.
The church, you say, take this and take to church. Your first tithes. Your first bread.
Yeah.
It was a wedding. And the money I wrote in the invoice is not the money I received. It's because it wasn't close.
It wasn't close.
Yeah, I said, oh, this one to be paid.
Yes.
That's the transport they even sent.
They even sent.
But I was extremely happy to be chosen to shoot that wedding. Like, I'm the lead photographer. Like, this is not because you've probably shot other events where maybe you're shooting for, it's not yours. It's not yours. So this is your first bread. So I was like, you know what? Wow, responsibility outweighs anything else. So I remember, if you say, do you remember I do.
You do.
What? I do.
That's good.
I do.
So how have you, if someone asks me to describe BEDGE in 3 words, I'll start with confidence. I see you as a really confident person. Now, that is from outside. I don't know what's happening in there.
And when you go back, like, don't be gadusa, just do.
Please.
And I go cut I can't go full. And I go there deep laugh. Remember me, like you said, facts from the outside. But so if you do it often, you get used to it.
Yes, I see you as a really confident person, creative, but confident, because I feel like you have to be confident enough to express your creativity, right? So how have you built your confidence over the years? Obviously, I know that starting as a photographer, even though, have you always been a confident human being, growing up and all that?
No. Well, I feel like my own confidence is a superpower. Because it comes on when you need it the most. You know I did an article lately and I said, because they asked the question, I was like, you know what, let me actually just answer this question now and actually understand where it comes from. It's from always being in the middle. And you know those birthdays you go to?
Yes.
And they say, the best dancer.
Yes.
will win a pencil.
Yes.
Bruh, nobody's living there with less than... I'm not living there with less than 5 pencils. Because I'll go there and dance. And doing that is you being in the middle of
Oh,
people,
people.
an event. You're just not a
Yes.
photographer that time. You're a
Yes,
child
you're a
who's
child.
out for a pencil, and you
Yes.
can dance.
You can dance. Oh, yes, that one too.
So you see,
have it.
so confidence would come from there,
There.
but it only comes on at that time.
At that time.
When I go back inside my house,
Let me do this.
don't be good.
Yes.
So be
Yes.
confident when you have to, when you need to. Confident gets you the job.
Good.
Confident gets you another client. Confident gets you what you want.
Yes.
So at that time, but it's a
Yes.
skill that
It's
can
a
be learned.
Yes.
So you do this 5 times, you won't feel anxious again when having a podcast.
Oh,
It just,
great.
when is your threshold to get comfortable? Mine, I just need to do
Once.
I'm there. An event more of is like that now, where you're a photographer, you're actually in the middle of people. I had a friend who froze during a wedding in Dubai because I would not want to say, oh, there are people and there are people, but there are weddings and there are weddings.
That
right?
has happened to me.
So you're in that space, you're like, yeah, I've shot weddings, but I've not experienced this. It's not even, this is out of the country. I've not even
processing the one we did in Nigeria.
I just came down for a flight. We're even leaving in like 2-3 hours. So he froze. Anxiety. You never even see your anxiety to the max. So that won't happen again because I've already passed anxiety as a child, first of all. So where it comes from is always being in the middle. I will just always be in the middle. So it will make me calm.
I think that's a very good thing for me to take with me because growing up, we've always been, those children that they just lock inside. You only go to school and come back.
And that's not you.
It's not me. The first interaction a public, it threw me in public is university. Wow. Secondary school day student, I just go to school, do the class, and then I come back. And so I don't have to, the only interaction I probably more have is like classroom or stuff like that. But university, I have to figure out like by myself. So I think that's the point I realized that I'm not so much of a confident person. That's where I started building it. So I find it very interesting when I see people that are just very confident. Confidence comes when say something that I now know that I know it. It's like now you give me camera, take a portrait. I know it.
It's second nature.
Yes. But if it's something that you're throwing me in for a start.
So the summary is you keep doing the exact same thing.
Yes, so I have to
build up
throw
confidence.
myself into the middle and then it comes from
so
there.
I've been throwing myself in the middle since from the start. I was always out there.
That's really
I did drama, I did everything. So if there's no big photographers there, I will give her a run for money. So I could dance, I could do everything that required, at least not 2 + 2, 4 + 4.
Yes.
It's the opposite of it. So I was always throwing myself first.
Most especially when it's skillful things.
And see, the irony is that in class, I think I asked a question 5 times my entire academic lifespan. I never asked a question in class. What people are talking here, not now. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
So I will never participate.
Yes.
But the opposite of it. So to know if you're a creative, you know that at this part, I was always doing this then. You cannot ask yourself again, why am I not doing this? You were doing it before. You were confident at it. Go and perform.
Come on.
Yeah. So it was photography is giving me the opportunity to perform.
Yes,
so that's what I'm doing.
That's really interesting. So when I usually go over my work and like in and out, what do you think people gravitate towards when it comes to your work?
I think it's storytelling.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think it's the storytelling. I think it's like you said about when you go through our stories and you're connected, it's the humor.
Yes, it's the humor.
So I'm going there and I'm not just only posting bride shoe, groom shoe. I'm posting the usher who's carrying a
honestly,
tray.
I think, like, early this year, I was having like a personal beef with you because why did you stop posting all those things for us?
It's the story.
Yes.
People are drawn to the story. It's more of, you're looking at the picture, but you'll be captivated more because you're connecting the dots in just that.
Yes. I love this. I really, really love this. I really, really love
You're connecting the dots in that picture.
In that picture.
Example, we just posted a picture called Suzume. Suzume is right now I don't post picture, they use name so that you can go and find my music. Imagine go find my album. Play track Suzume. So we have a picture of Suzume. It's a picture of a backdrop in the middle of like green grass and a horse.
Saw it. Brilliant.
It will pass by. So that's the thing. You've seen it. You just don't know the name of it. I have to describe it with zoom in. So that's zoom in.
Yes.
So that's is one picture. There's no video. There's no like there's no. It's not a video. There's no slide. You're just trying to look at a picture, and you're not swiping. You're not. You just want to understand why a backdrop, why a horse, what the hell? 2 likes, swipe, or what the hell? How did you do this? I have to recreate this.
Yes.
Oh, 2 likes. You have to still give your. So it's just captivate people, even if it's just a picture, not a video or music. Just make sure people are staying. They're not just
get their attention.
Yeah, they're not just swiping by. So story is the reason. Just tell a story somehow.
Honestly, I think you're a fantastic storyteller. And apart from that, yes, you are. I was watching I don't know if that's the first video you dropped on your YouTube channel, the one that you took in Lagos and the lady was wearing a gold jago, and then the curtain was complementing the outfit, and then you were doing like a breakdown.
It was like gold.
Yes.
She wore a gold. You're like, no, it's not. That was like weddings. That wasn't the first wedding in Lagos. That was the first. I think it was
first wedding in
after lockdown.
Yes.
The first wedding after
lockdown.
After lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I'm not. My attention span is if you don't catch me, 50, I'm gone. So, but I could tell that I sat there, I watched you going. At the end I was like, you're a pretty good storyteller.
Yeah. And that's because we posted a vlog about the process of shooting that.
Yes.
So it's the vlog that will make you have an insight of how that picture came about. If not, it's just a picture that was posted.
I just posted.
So I'll just do like a shameless plug right now, and we just opened we're finally publishing on a new page, BEDGE Tabs.
Yes, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm excited about that part.
So BEDGE Tabs is telling a better story.
Yes.
So I don't tell my story. I only tell the story of the picture. So it's time to tell the story how this was gotten.
Yes.
It's been there before. It's
on
just
your stories.
On the story. So now it's more
documented.
Yeah, it's more documented. I don't do this is the product we sell for $9.99. Get it to change your life. Yes. No, this is how I market.
So guys, I want to ask you about your workflow.
Okay.
Because right now, if I'm not there, nothing works. The way my business is structured. So I really want to know, what are the systems you put in place that enables things to stay organized and things to work? I'm talking about bookkeeping, client communication, even deliverables and all those things. Like, what are the things that enables your business function?
Stay afloat.
Afloat when you're not there.
I think I'll answer the question backwards. So we put a contract that says your pictures are delivered in 62 working days.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the 62 working days. Sounds like a lot, but we make sure we turn over on that. On or before.
Yes.
Most never on that 62 working days. It's just, that's how much time I've bought my business to chill, work, play, shoot, rest.
Yes.
Focus on family, focus on work, and still be in a good time frame.
Yes.
Also, that's enough time to, finish shooting, relax, edit, go through your edits, deliver to a client. One client, but you have 62 days. You might have another, so imagine now having 10 clients in 2 months. You still have enough time because it just depends
overlapping.
Where people make the mistake is they might book too many clients in one day, or too many clients in 1 week, or too many clients.
Meaning that there are 62 days in the same
everybody
bracket.
Follow everybody. So there was no space now for yourself.
Yes.
There's just space to edit for somebody else.
And that's how you get burnt out.
And to answer on workflow, once I'm done shooting, most times I shoot in Lagos. So let me use Lagos as an example. I'm done shooting on Saturday. I fly back on Sunday. I sleep. I enjoy myself. I watch movies. On Monday, I come in, submit my card to someone who was hired to copy card, and start the process of making cards be in this place before you start work. You might not have that person. That person is you.
Yes.
So you would typically now come back on Sunday and start copying that card.
That is what exactly happens.
That is work on Sunday.
Yes.
On Monday, you start editing.
Yes.
So there was no time to actually realize that.
Even process actual life.
I come in, copy my work. I know this client has been copied. Their work is stored, is safe. If I have work the next day, I'm not editing that client's work. I'm shooting that client's event.
Yeah.
Right? Then the next day proceeds, I come, I submit my work for this client.
Yes.
That client came first, so I start their edit. So you see how it's more of a, you just have to give yourself enough time to be able to breathe. But most people can't.
Yes.
Because, time management
Management.
is a skill.
Yes.
Is a skill. Is a skill. So time management is the problem for most people.
So that's to say that there is division of labor in your team and specialization.
Yeah, there's someone who's responding to emails. There's someone who's helping the person who's responding to emails when they are not around.
Yes.
There's someone who's editing. There's someone who's managing the studio when we have a shoot.
Yes.
So you have to accept. So the answers will never really be
black and white.
Black and white. Except you can afford to be a one-man army. Because before I got people to hire, I was a one-man army.
Yes.
And I was doing it well. It's just that you've now scaled up, so you can now employ labor.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But if tomorrow I say I don't want to employ labor again, I will still be fine.
You'll still be fine.
I'll probably now do 92 working days.
And then all your movie times is gone.
I'll probably now do 92 working days for delivery to now extend. So that a client, you cannot see me. You get the mathematics.
So now you're not compromising on your rest time. You're just extending your working days.
So if I have 6 people to work for me and I still want the luxury of 62 working days, I could have 6 people work for me and, want to deliver in 10 days, I will make it work. But I still want to give myself them time. They don't work every day. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're working. So Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, Thursday,
Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's when they work. So Tuesday, they're in their houses. I will now come here if I feel like. So if you want to be a one-man team, you can extend time again and say, I want to edit. I want to come back, reply my emails only on Monday. So I have a makeup artist friend who doesn't work on a Monday.
Yes.
Like, you call and inquire for Monday. Regardless of the bag, they are not working on Monday. If you can't move to Tuesday, man, maybe they will inflate the bag.
Yes.
Do you get? But you pay through your nose to make that person come out on a Monday. That's the luxury of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So if you miss the plot and still be carrying 9 to 5 head on top,
I think that's what
create time for yourself.
Happens. So instead of me to extend my delivery date, I sacrifice my rest days.
Yeah, sacrifice your rest. So if you don't want to sacrifice your rest days,
I don't want to be sacrificing my rest days. Because
then
apart from the fact that
days.
you don't get the rest, on the long run, it affects my creativity.
Yeah.
Because my brain is not rested enough to even think or outside of the box of what I do. I'm always trying. It's almost like I'm chasing deadlines, chasing deadlines, and all that. So I think that's really
just
good
expand.
wisdom.
But you can't just drop that advice to anybody. Not everybody can. You extend your delivery days. Nobody's calling you.
Oh yeah.
Because you're charging a lot,
and
you're not now delivering fast.
And everybody just wants to see their
What's
pictures.
The point?
What's the point?
They'd rather go somewhere else. So take advice from your level of, what you charge. So if you'll always be content with what you decided to make, in maybe a year or in 3 months. I always come out and say, this year, this is what I want to do. Anything extra, now be grace. But you see, this and this is a maker wants to work and make this. Anything extra is grace. Anything under is a problem.
Yes. Because
you get
you've underutilized your resources.
You've underutilized, or you've done probably something wrong.
Yeah.
So you take that, you now know that you just have to focus on. You don't want to be disappointing people and you want to know how much you charge.
Yeah.
So you can't be charging a lot and not delivering, fast or providing something after a good story.
A good story. So you just be churning out work, but no quality. Okay. I want to also comment on something that I see you do. I think once in a while I see you have like a mini team hangout with your
team bonding.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that because that's a good way to keep up the spirit of your team.
Yeah, but it was invented for corporate life.
Yes.
People get exhausted mentally.
Most especially
more than physically. That's why I learned growing up. I realize that people get exhausted here first before your
Yes.
actual
Physical work.
Oh yeah. So if you as a person get exhausted, it's fine. Now you wear shoe, now you know where they paying you.
Yes.
But if the people that work for you get exhausted, it's on you.
It's
So
on
it's still you,
you
but it's from somebody
for
else.
someone
So you make sure people don't get exhausted mentally.
mentally.
It's just let's all gather, let's all do something that is not work, and
unwind.
let's speak
Yes.
and understand
Each other.
what life is like outside the office. So I would advise it because yes, it's a way to
Yes.
for the corporate world.
Yes.
Because it means you hire people and get your corporate person now.
Yes.
So yeah, you need to do team bonding to make sure everybody's
Yes.
on the same page.
I think that's a really brilliant thing. And then when it comes to hiring your team members, I know it's not like a black and white situation, but like what things do you really look out for? Now, for example, would you rather hire like blank canvas, like an amateur photographer, and then now fill in with your style, or would you rather hire like someone that is say a professional but like not yet established?
Yeah. Well, if you're hiring, it depends on what you can afford.
Yes.
If I can afford to hire you
Yeah.
on my team and you give me a price, say tomorrow I'm not gonna say please.
Yes.
Abi?
But why? So now I want to
What-
understand the
so-
why.
Why is to hire the people you need, right? You must understand what you have to get from them. And the need is you need to hire a really good light guy.
Good.
You can't go and hire someone who doesn't know how to
Hold lights.
light properly or who's not strong enough. But you're just hiring that person because, or maybe somebody said, boss, can I be part of your team?
Yes.
That's a teammate, but on the wrong
And
job description.
Job description.
So you look for someone who's capable to do light and you say, you're my gaffer.
Yeah.
Or you're my light guy.
Because you even spend the time that you adjusting light. Hey, hold this light this way. Time that you're supposed to use and be doing something else.
You're hiring an editor, you need to know you need to find someone who edits good enough that you wouldn't really need to teach a lot for them to match up to your style.
Okay.
You're hiring, let's say, an assistant. You need someone who's good with people.
Good.
So your editor is terrible at that job. This person is good at it because that's their role.
Good.
This person can't edit because that's not their role.
So you wouldn't send
the mistake we entrepreneurs make is try and hire one person that said they can do everything.
And then
because they're looking for so don't always hire to the specification of what you're looking for.
Their strengths.
But most importantly, hire people that can, that can be part of a family, that can be part of a team, that is rooting for the team and not themselves alone.
Yes.
Do you get? Because you hire people and they'll probably be there to just, finish, take what they need and dip.
Then they go.
But for that time they're with you, they are dedicated to you. All right. So when you hire people like that, everybody's on a good agreement.
Yes.
And they are doing their job well because they are good at their job. That's why I say don't go and hire someone who's first not good
at their job.
Then the good character, the other things you need is just secondary. But primarily, get someone who's
good at their job.
Yeah, who's good at that role that you want to give them. Job description is very important.
That's
no
great.
Use now my sister, brother, uncle.
Yes.
If your sister, brother, uncle is good,
yes,
give them the role. But if not, don't use sentiments. Don't hire with sentiments. That's a huge advice.
I think that's one thing that I have to take on because I'm a very sentimental person, and sometimes I bring it to my job.
I am a very sentimental person.
Yeah, I bring it to my job. So most of the times it doesn't really work that well. So I have to be more objective with the things I do. Good. So what are the measures you take to hedge inflation in your business? Because, for us photographers, that most of our gadgets has to do with dollar and everything. You want to save up money to buy lights before money complete, lights price have changed. Like, what are the things you do to, manage that? And also, when it comes to even paying salaries, because as economy is going, people's salary also, even if they're not increasing, their day-to-day activity, transport and everything is also changing. So what are the things you do?
If Tinubu do you do them back.
Yeah. Okay.
So the thing about when it comes to inflating for gadget and all, I think buy quality stuff. Most people want to use their 10K and buy speed lights.
Speed lights.
That speed light is affordable now. but will it last?
Yes.
So go for, whenever you're saving up to buy equipment, make sure you're buying quality,
See,
long lasting.
lasting.
Because the way Nigeria is going back, right? And you're
Yes.
just running forward. But somehow you just feel like you're meeting Nigeria. But the country, this is the
It's
direction it's going.
going.
But you're going here. So prices as well. Increase your value by learning a new skill, doing something else. So there was a point where I was making a certain amount. And it's not because, you want to keep making this amount. It's just because there's no any other place to do anything to increase this amount you're making. So I started film. I now created BEDGE films to say, I'm not doing videography now. An extra buck will enter there. Do you understand? So create, avenues for yourself to make more money, as opposed to just saying, just photography is not paying. You could start one other business. So you're matching up with the country. And when you're paying people, don't forget, there's something they've given us, minimum wage. That's what the country says. This is what this person earns. Anything extra is what your job is willing to
pay.
So get someone, if you're someone who cannot afford minimum wage to even pay people, understand that agreement is not agreement. Like, please, can you
just,
because you're first not even paying this person what the country said you should pay. So that's how, and the minute you scale up, you scale the people you have with at the top as well. So understand that, but still don't forget that this is not civil service. It's not Ministry of Finance. This is you who has to go to work to be able to keep a business afloat. So the people you have has to be the right people as well. So everybody's working for the benefit of themselves and yourself as well.
Yeah, I'm glad you talked about scaling up, because that's another question I wanted to ask you. What are like the apart from BEDGE films, like what are other ways that you scaled up your photography business to like have like other streams, like generate streams?
Well, not so much. I'm not the one that will come and tell you, have 7 streams of income. I don't have ADHD. I can do one thing at a particular time. So BEDGE Pictures is more of the focus. Right? But obviously you have other businesses. You walked in here and you see my wife's brand, Body and Soul. As much as but I'm in that business as well. But it does not relate in any way. So if you're talking about streams of income, that's how you can do that. But as a photographer, probably think of saving up money and start printing photo books. To give you an example, Camera Joint, where we all buy our gadgets and our, equipment. He was a photographer as well. Pictures now in the take.
Wow.
Yeah, but the minute you trade a few things, you realize that there's trade in this industry. You scale up. So to scale, I feel like if you're ready to make more money, you ask around and see what other people are doing.
So what you're trying to say, like with respect to what you talked about, so like you don't also have to only look into photography. You can invest.
You can invest. You can invest in other people's businesses.
Because that's definitely what it is.
And that will start happening a lot. That will start happening a lot because you could say, I want to rent a studio with this friend. Can I be paying this amount or this? Or else, or you can do things like, you can go to a photography studio and say, how much you charge for shoots? You pay a certain amount to reduce, as opposed to paying every time you come.
One time.
And so you do that. It's a subscription. So it saves you money.
From having to deal with the capital of starting your own business.
Starting your own business.
And even the risk involved and all that.
So you can now put the money into other things.
That's interesting. I love that. Okay, so I think my next question would be like, what's a big risk you took or you've taken in the years past that has really shifted your growth for WPS? How much? How? Talk to me about that.
How much in the sense of finance and in the sense of
like
courage?
How?
No, both.
Okay. Yes.
It cost a lot.
Yes.
Because to put this up, you didn't really have this everywhere before it came up. It wasn't. You'd say, you probably find this in Lagos first before even Abuja. So it was one of the reasons why, let's start a place like this where you have this small space and it's for photography. All right. So this was a big career-changing part for BEDGE Pictures, because the minute this came up, we started doing more creative things. We started being more out there, started being more online, started having more community. So this is a shift. This is one dot that we connected that has led us to something else.
Yes,
Yeah, but
because I asked this question because I'm at that point in my life that I really want to move. Now my studio is from my own personal space, but it limits me. You see, when I told you that my favorite thing about this place is the high roof.
oh yeah.
There are some things I want to try, and then I raise my modifier and the heater. Like, that's the end.
Space now. Space
No
is
space.
is
Yeah,
what we need first of all.
good. And then there are like just so many things I want to do that it has nothing. But like I'm thinking of like getting like a big space, but it's like a huge
Huge
thing
step.
that I'm thinking of taking, and I don't know. Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? So that's why I'm asking like what it is and what is it about like WPS. But just like you said, it opened up another market for you, built a community for you, and improved your creativity as a team. Another thing I want to ask is at the time that you were, it's more like a personal question, but at the time you got into what was like your finance situation like? Like,
The
did you have like the capital and everything to like set up this place on at the time that you started?
no.
So talk to me how you got
Is
around that.
you take the risk now. You know, they say, if I do it, I can not eat next year. Yeah, I probably will not eat next year.
But I will
But
not
let's do
die.
it.
I'll
Of
be
course, I
fine.
will not die. That's actually the word. I
Yes.
will not eat,
But I will not
but I
die.
know I will not die.
I will not die.
So it was just that bold move that you knew that, okay, financially, this is going to cost you
A lot of money.
an arm and a leg.
But you know where you're going.
Yeah, but you know where you're going. And you test out, obviously. If this place wasn't doing good enough in 1 year, you will shut down.
Yeah.
Nobody should always see failure as don't see failure as a problem. See it as
Yeah.
a competition.
Yes.
All right?
Okay, so you win this time.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go
win
again.
this time. Yeah, let's go again. What's the next competition? So
Yeah.
if this didn't do well, you probably switch to something else. But it did. So you have to continue the
Love
path of
it.
it.
Also, how much does the people in your life influence like your decision making process?
That's a good
Let's
one.
say for like this WPS now, when
Yeah.
you were trying to get it, how much does like
Oh, the people in life that if you should I go for this?
Yes.
No. I don't think a lot of people influence my decisions when it comes to the career-wise. I'll probably ask you a question if I'm trying to buy a car and say what you think.
Yes.
What do you think about this car?
Yes.
But I'll probably pay for this place, furnish it, then tell my mom about it after.
Yes.
Or tell my friends about it after. So it's not let me put it like this. If you think people have to play a part in your decision-making skills for something that does not concern them,
Yes.
you're already failing.
You've already failed.
Okay. You would already fail because you see how you're asking the question of, my business, do you think I should? What you get is, you should.
You should.
Oh my God. Go on. You never do, huh?
What
What are you still waiting for? That's why I don't like. But that might not be your goal.
Yes.
So you're starting a podcast. You now know, this podcast kick off. I want to keep doing podcasts. You don't need a bigger space.
Yes.
But you want to start doing 10 shoots in a day.
Yeah.
And you want to have a car drive into your studio for a photo shoot or bring a horse inside
Yeah.
or say have 3 people sit in the space, your house is not enough. Nobody will tell you you need a bigger space.
Bigger space.
So you would answer that to yourself.
Yes.
What I'm about to do in the next 5 years,
Yes.
does it need a bigger space?
Yes.
Then don't even ask another person. Because that person will be like, no, I don't think you need a bigger space.
Have you seen the dollar
Go do
rates? Yeah.
Just do it.
Great.
You're not working for anybody. So the
Yes.
risk of eating or crying under your bed,
True.
it has reduced.
True.
So yeah.
True. I really love that. I really love. Also, I find that although you've already mentioned that marketing in quotes is not necessarily a thing that you know when people say marketing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I also find that it's not a tool that most people apply in their creative or photography business. Why do you think so?
Marketing, people that don't want to market.
Okay, maybe I'm generalizing a bit, but I think, okay, let's say like you have a digital product,
Oh yeah.
presets.
Oh
and
yeah,
all
like,
that.
and I do. So
Yeah.
shameless plug.
Yes.
Go and connect the dots on our website. We have
Yes.
presets to sell.
Yes. You should really do so. It will make your workful easy. I feel like preset is one of the things that make people's
course.
workflow really easy.
Of course.
What are the ways you will look at when you want to like put it in the eyes of people, increase visibility for your product?
To answer it for people is, I'm going to answer it how I market my own self. I use Twitter.
Okay.
This is how I market. I just keep talking about BEDGE. I
Okay.
don't do this is the product we sell for $9.99, get it to change your life. No,
Yes.
that's marketing the product. But how I market is, BEDGE, fantastic work, or I just drop a picture. People that want to buy presets will look at your picture, like it, want to know more. They'll go
More.
to your website, they'll
And
see
then
it, and
see
they'll
it.
buy it. Right? So
Yeah.
create the product first of all. Don't worry about
Yes.
marketing the product.
Marketing. Leave the product out there.
Yeah, leave the product out there. Because I'm more
And
of
then,
an organic marketer than like the word inorganic or anything. It's just
yeah.
if you're out to sell this preset, you know this is where you're eating. If you don't sell 5 presets,
Yes.
you will not eat tomorrow. You won't ask the question. You do sponsored ad. You
Yes.
carry it and even go and be hawking
And be
everywhere.
hawking it
But ours
everywhere.
is more of we're marketing the brand.
Yeah,
So
from the
everything we talk
brand
about is just to,
pyramid. It
we're
goes
not
up.
selling this, we're selling this.
This.
So we just put this so it leads you
This.
to this. So if I'm selling a preset, I just know it's on my website. I go make a tweet or post a picture. Who wants to buy preset? Likes the picture, wants to create one like that, goes to the
Go
website
to
and sees
website.
it.
Good. So it's more from a holistic.
Yeah.
I think
But say your market too.
yes,
Don't
so
go say your bed, say do organic.
yes.
Say your market.
Yes.
I have ideas of locations in Nigeria that I want to shoot.
Yes.
But now imagine someone that close to you now says, you can't go there. Another time you throw back flips, scatter, everybody go shy. You say, Jesus.
True.
Jesus. So,
So if you ask me what like your style is as a human being, I would say maybe on the neutral palette of things. Or WPS is very colorful.
it's like
So-
Google of it.
Yeah.
That's what I saw when I was trying to put things together.
So that's where the idea came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, it's more of what solidified what the place was going to look like. It's being a work and play station. It has to look like you're playing, but you're actually working.
You're already working, but in a less pressure.
Yeah. So it's the Google Office inspired. So we use colors.
Yes.
Even for our doors, there's no
Yeah.
ladies. You say, where's the restroom? Yellow door.
Yes. As a matter of as I came, I've not seen the names of your friends on the door yet because
Yeah.
I saw it in one of your interviews. I came, I looked, I said, no names yet.
No
too.
names. No.
No names yet.
No
But
names.
yeah, I get. I know
So
it
it's
was just a band.
a place that you walk in, first of all, it's just colors everywhere. So you're already stimulated.
Yeah.
They will now give you amazing pictures. I'll tell you bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Next.
This is a very important one from the policies.
Policies.
Yes. How do you come up with the policies and your contracts
In the studio?
for clients?
Oh, for clients. Clients, I feel like 2 parts. Maybe policies in the studio. I realized I sucked at creating policies in the studio.
Yes.
So I hired someone to create policies.
Create policies, but you don't have to deal with
Yeah,
people.
because I think I'm shitty at
Dealing with
being a boss. So I hired someone whose job is to manage a boss.
Oh.
Yeah. So they
So you have someone managing you.
yeah, someone that just has to tell you, whatever you do, just make sure you're here today. I don't care, say
So
you did that.
somehow you have a boss.
Yeah, they're called HR.
Yes.
So they manage you, they manage the people that work for you. So like they're the socket.
Yes.
Right? But when it comes to the client, because I am the one who's shooting,
Yes.
nobody else, even on the team, has more experience with people than me.
Yes.
Because my assistant will probably just register you in, send your invoice, tell you to smile
Yes.
when it's time for your wedding. Mine is to be at your wedding.
Yes.
So the policies that have to come up, because policies is solving problems.
Yes.
Right? So you create policies and rules.
Yes.
So if I see that, I don't like when I finish shooting at a wedding and I'm still shooting after party. After party is running till like 1 a.m. Lagos, I'm looking at you people with side eye.
Yes.
I'm like, now, but every photographer shoots after party. But I'm not every photographer. Please put it in our contract that we do not shoot after party, but we will be there if it's a party. Right? It's usually how we wrote it in our contract. We'll be there if it's a party and we'll take pictures. But we don't
shoot after parties.
like
Help me
contract
understand
ends,
that.
So my contract ends after vote of thanks. The minute you give the vote of thanks on paper, I can go home. But I never go home.
Yeah.
It's just
for those days that they have set extended to 4 a.m.
Yeah, but you can now come and say, where are my after party pictures? I'm like, well. Can you proceed to section ACD of the BEDGE Conduct Code? You understand? So contracts, you protect yourself with policies like that.
Yes.
You say, I'm shooting pre-weddings, but I'm tired. I'm always traveling to Lagos. My clientele is Lagos-based, but I want to be here. I'm shooting pre-weddings. And who was the person that made pre-weddings complimentary? Who did that thing? In fact, I am not that person. I can stand on my own. That's why this is more entrepreneurship than anything else. You make decisions for yourself. There's no code of conduct. You remove pre-weddings. So you now have to buy it as a separate package.
Yes.
Right? So that made me shoot pre-weddings less. So something that was complimentary
is now the
taking
product
time,
on
energy, and space is now a product
on its own.
So you would
if I must shoot your
if you squint well, you call that side hustle.
Yeah.
But in the same hustle.
There's
extra
hustle.
but in the same. You just have removed it.
At least you're paying me for the stress.
Yes, at least now you're paying me for that stress. So creating policies for your clients has to be by you because you want to know how you shoot. But creating policies for a corporation, an office where you have to deal with people, I feel most people should hire other people to create that policy. It will help. It will help you a lot.
I agree because, like I said, very sentimental person.
Oh
policy
yeah, I'm so
and
sentimental.
Sentiments and does not go hand in hand.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
So I agree. Still on the contract.
I think give you discount for smiling. How they smile so? No, you just need someone like, yeah, are you something up
with you
with your medulla? No.
Yeah. So still on contract, do you come up with them by yourself? Obviously, by experiences, then things come up that you put in your contract, but like the whole thing, do you do it by yourself or do you have like a legal?
No, I think like most things I learned from the
experience
school of YouTube. A very prestigious honorary school of YouTube.
And you're a proud graduate because I'm a very proud because I heard that you've learned
to YouTube.
Almost everything is on YouTube. So
because how I learn is repetitive. You have to say something over and over again. I can't learn by just asking, just talk this one, you want me to learn. And you know what time you think. You just want me to learn.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
But YouTube, you play, you pause, you rewind, you save, you download. This is the best teacher that came up in my time. Thankfully. Right? So go on YouTube, Google wedding contracts. When you Google it, you realize that, nice. I like the English that they spoke here. Let me put this part. Oh, I like this policy. I don't even use it. I don't even think Nigerians will accept it, but let me put it. Right? Plus the things you've already done. So anything you're looking for is already online. Ask, then you tweak to your taste.
To your experience.
Yeah, to suit your experience.
I have one question. There's this thing that came up towards the ending of last year that lasers at wedding destroying people's cameras and stuff. Do you have something that
I haven't put it in my contract, like written there, but I haven't put in my contract written there, but we don't shoot after parties in the contract. So if once I see laser off that thing quick, sir, hack that lens. We are on our way.
On our way.
Or you go and tell them, hi guys, turn that off if you want me to be here. And most of the time, the clients are like,
turn it off completely.
They say one go, and I say
one turn off.
Right?
Yes.
So, and I think it affects a lot of videographers more than photographers.
I've seen so many people say that it destroys the sensor of the...
Yeah, it affects a lot of videographers more than photographers. The minute we were avoiding the light, them they are...
Yes, with the light. Honestly, because when the parent, I don't even know which one is the laser. Anytime I see something do like this, I say, please.
Maybe I'll send you a video. So on the time of publishing this, you just put it up. Because actually you would not be able to differentiate. One of them is a new product. There's one that they use now for dance floors, like first dance. So it's going to just be around the couple. That is a laser light. So you actually need to actually, don't waste it, educate people. When we're putting this out, actually show them what lasers
Please,
look
I'll
like.
ask you for it. Because I don't know the difference.
On Saturday. And it was the videographer, Color Films, that told me, he's not shooting because there's laser light. So as we went there, we saw it. We just had to go and tell the bride. She was like, they should turn it off because it will mess your stuff up.
I just get paranoid. Anytime I see different colors of acid, please, which one is this one? Is
But
this?
also online, you can buy a filter that protects your.
Oh.
You can do that online. Just buy a filter that protects your.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Safe than sorry.
Please.
Safe than
Please.
sorry.
We work for every dollar in this country, so I cannot be playing that kind of game.
And lazy, I cry, they go out. What happen? It's not late. Lazy out.
And they won't even understand what you're even
They'll be
talking
like,
about.
sorry.
Sorry.
No vex.
They can't even
won't get
relate.
it.
They cannot even. Do you still get anxious when you shoot wedding? Let me give an example. The night before, obviously, I don't shoot weddings often. It's not like my thing. I just do it when I have bills to pay. So if I have a wedding to shoot like a day before, my nerves, if you take a BP,
high.
it's gone. The night before, my screenshot button, sorry, I'm just like, pew, 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 pew. So like, what, at this point, was a night before your wedding, what's your mood like for every wedding weekend?
Every wedding I shoot. And I think I sleep better now. Maybe
So it's now second nature.
Yeah, because I do only
That's,
weddings.
that's lovely.
Yeah, I do only weddings. Because if you ask someone whose job is to jump off a cliff or these paragliders, they won't tell you, oh, they just jump. It's second nature to them now. They will jump faster than anybody else if you put them on a cliff. So me, I would jump headfirst into any wedding because I already know that I know how I shoot. I just now need to get 5 pictures that I like. Whatever happens is not my control.
Yeah.
You understand?
Wait, you said you need to just get 5
I just need to get
pictures.
5 images. That these 5 images is for me. I like it. Then because take an example. You go to a wedding, you're anxious that you might not get nice pictures. What does nice pictures mean to you or the client? To the client, a nice picture is they want to see their outfits, their face is bright, or they're standing with their auntie and they want to see a picture of that. But to me, I want that bridesmaid shot behind where the bride is in the middle with lights, all those artistic things I do. If I do 5 of that or less, I know I'm already
successful
good.
wedding.
Right? But if you don't get their own, you should still be worried because you've not appeased them.
Yeah.
So make sure you get the kind of pictures they like and get the kind of pictures you like. But yeah, there are some weddings I'll still give you high BP.
High BP.
Yeah. Probably you're in a different country.
Yes.
And you're the only photographer.
Yes.
And you've never shot this type of event before. And you know that you being here, safe, what happened is crazy if you disappoint.
Yes.
Of course, now your nerves. If you watch the vlog we have on YouTube of the Davido's chairman HKN. So in the video I said it, I was nervous as hell. I actually said it on camera. That's because they had me and I had a different photographer. And that photographer, after I checked the page, I looked like my brother, I do. I say, nerves, they jugo. I say, right?
Expectation is
high. But on that day, maybe I just got my shots.
Yes.
I just held that camera to fly off.
Yeah.
The creativity will kill off that.
Once you get that one shot.
Then
it boosts your energy.
Yeah, it just boosts your energy. So yeah, the nerves will always be there because there will be a harder demon to slay.
Yeah.
There will be a harder one. So yeah, you never get rid of nerves.
I think another thing that I appreciate of your work is how you make use of spaces. Like I see some pictures that I know that they put me here. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Who got you?
Because what is going on?
It is done.
It is done. It's over. So are there like things that you look out for when you enter a space, most especially the uninspiring ones?
Yeah, if you put me in an uninspiring space, it's your space now. So it's on you first of all. Why would I be blaming myself because you put me in a room with no windows?
I pick up the blame.
No. Stop taking blame for another person's flaw. Because to create a good picture and this is me speaking as a wedding photographer. As a fashion photographer, you say, oh, you're the one bringing the model. You're the one bringing the directors, the lights. If you are disappointed, it's your business to pay the people. So you don't have pressure.
Yeah.
So you now choose the space, choose the ambience. But wedding is different.
It's different.
You're meeting a new client. You're shooting in a new location. So a client that says, oh, I want to shoot in this location. It has a big window with natural lights. You already go, you know that there's natural light in space. But you walk in and it's one room.
Blue walls.
Blue walls. You're like,
Literally, I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
I actually start sweating.
but then again, if you don't have a backdrop, one thing eliminated, you can't use the backdrop. If the outside you can't shoot there, eliminated. So this space is our only space. Shoot them there. Go home. That wasn't on you.
Yeah.
It's not. You just be the most. That blue wall, I will make it blue. Or that wall go blue. You see blue, you say, I swim in the ocean of blue love.
You love.
Use caption, Padam.
It makes sense.
Jesus. Eh?
Because I had this wedding I went to shoot, and the bride said,
Yeah.
we're not going outside. Mind you, your office is really big compared to where we were. The bride said, we're not going outdoors to take pictures. Really nice scenery outside. I'm telling you, the greens. And we put me in a green
There.
I'm
I love
good.
it.
I'm good. She said, no outside. I said,
No outside shots.
Then will come and said, she said she does not want curtains.
Ah,
Just imagine
it's a lot of
that
requests.
your picture that I talked about, I spoke about with and then she said she does not want to take pictures by the curtain. That shot is gone. She said she does not want that. I think the only thing she requested was for backdrop, but you are requesting for backdrop at the
Inside.
time that I'm already
Is
in
the-
your
oh,
location.
yeah.
So I'm just,
That's a
and the
problem.
room was just, there was low roof, very weird colored wall.
Everything was against you.
I said,
You shoot and give them, do the best you can and give them their files.
So yeah, that's what I'm asking. So are there like things that if you enter a room and then
Let me
you
give you
are
a trick. Let me give you a trick. So for the past going to 2 years, we'll be using only one consistent backdrop in Lagos.
okay?
So I have a green backdrop that I use in Lagos.
Yeah.
So I know that everywhere I'm going, this is the backdrop. I'm not even using different ones. I'm using
Yes,
one
just
consistent one. So everybody's picture will look the same, regardless of where I am or what I'm doing.
Oh,
Whether the room is small. Mount that
backdrop
tell that story on that backdrop.
on that backdrop.
So, in a sense, it's more of a, I already have my BEDGE picture on that backdrop. So if your room is small and blue, nothing for me there, it's just you, because that's your room.
That's your
But
room.
you see this backdrop is mine. So maybe you can do something like getting a signature backdrop. When you get a signature backdrop, it means wherever you're thrown into,
Yes.
you have
at
a
least
picture
you have
on
a-
your backdrop. You will
yeah.
tell your story,
Sorry
whether the clients like it or
or
not.
not.
Is your backdrop. But if you don't, you're now at the mercy of whatever they give you.
see.
So that's a trick you
Yeah,
can use
I
to,
think-
just get a signature or just, always go with the backdrop so you're
Backdrop
safe.
so that it save
So
you.
you're safe.
So now there's actually I'm supposed to like I drop these pictures for you,
Oh, yeah?
but we just go with the picture reviews.
All right.
Oh, I should go ahead and do it.
Do you want to
But
drop it now?
yes, but like for starters, please, for example, the Indian person picture.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get clients to pay you to live out your creative dreams? How do you convince them to do that? Because as I saw those people in Calabar, I said, please, how did you convince these people?
Oh, the one where they went to Calabar?
Yes, I think that's it. And first, I think
Preston,
that's
yeah.
the name. Yes. How
That
did
one
you?
was-
Is your airdrop on for everyone?
Oh, yeah. Let me do it now. So I was on Twitter when I saw a mention, and the mention said, anybody that can get me BEDGE, they will be rewarded on, not in heaven, but on earth.
On
That was
Earth.
the tweet.
Yes.
So I mean, he was even calling me out based on if anybody can get this photographer for me,
Yes.
they will reward you. So I saw the tweets. I won't go out of my way to say, oh yeah, come and book us, bless us, this one. No. We had an idea to go to the waterfall in Calabar. We've always had it, even before the client came. It was I want to start shooting a location that would tell a fantastic story by itself. I don't need to do too much.
Yes.
So the fact that I saw someone who was willing to bless somebody else to just make sure I
Or
work
just
for
even
them,
book you.
I feel like this is someone who would be easy to get a yes from. When I pitch an idea like, what do you think of traveling to Calabar for your pre-wedding? This is nice waterfall that I've always wanted to shoot. It will be a timeless piece.
Yes.
It was easy for that person to say, of course.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I pitched the idea. So just pray for clients that are willing to go the extra mile with you.
Yes.
So I think only God can bring those ones for you. So when you pray for that, have that extra mile waiting for them.
Waiting for them.
Let
so that once they
opportunity
get
meet
there,
the preparation and the talk.
yes.
So once you get that client that is like, I'm down to do anything. Because you meet someone, they're like, oh, you know what, I don't want to shoot outside. I don't want to shoot this. Going out, traveling, I can't do. But this person is willing to go the extra mile. So pitch your idea, pitch ideas. I have ideas of locations in Nigeria that I want to still shoot. So they mean to just have a sense of this client is willing to do the extra mile. You pitch, and most times they are willing to.
They are willing to. I think that's good because I have like from the portrait end of it, like pictures I want to create, but obviously all this passion project, all these costs start coming in and all that. I'm like, this would be a nice client to pay me to shoot this. I shoot for them and I shoot for myself.
Yes, another thing is don't wait for them to pay you to do it. You know, just pitch it to them to say it will only cost logistics.
That's
you don't
where
need
I'm
to
coming
pay me for
to.
the service.
Yeah, it's valuing the work.
Yeah, it's valuing the work. Or you create a portfolio from it. Hire a model. Go there, shoot. So it's in your portfolio.
Yeah.
See, we've gone here. See the kind of pictures we got. Do you guys want it? They will buy it once they see it. But if you now wait for them to start buying their idea. No, you're the only one that keeps buying your ideas. That's the thing about people. We're the only ones buying. We're the ones that say, this idea is mad. But to somebody else,
the idea is very cost.
Yeah. So try and achieve it first. So it's now easier to sell.
Yeah.
So if somebody is coming, they now know that it's cost, but there's a price tag. So this is what it costs you. So see it like this: the cost of going to Calabar would cost you a flight. It would cost you accommodation. And that is the logistics cost to achieve a shoot like this. Anything extra is your service cost. So if you don't find a client that is willing to pay service cost, at least pay logistics cost.
Pay logistics. Let me go live out my dreams.
Yeah, because it's still the same question when people ask, how do you get a lot of destination weddings? How did you start getting destination weddings? If someone calls and say, I want you to shoot my wedding in a country where you've never been. You don't know if you'll be. Your papa no go there, your mama no go there. You don't know what the passport looks like. If your first thought is now, but would they pay if I charge them? You're already failing. It's just, how do we get this done? I'll be more than happy to.
More like, how can you get me there?
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to, have this done for you.
At least to build the portfolio.
Yeah.
First of all, I have poses on my mood board that I name BEDGE pose.
Thank you.
Number one, the one that they go like this. You see the screenshot there. Whenever I see anything, I say, BEDGE pose.
Appreciate you.
Because we're going to do a BEDGE pose today. Yeah. And I think the second one is the one with the kiss on the shoulder. That's a number 2 BEDGE pose. So if I don't know anything in this world to do.
Replicate this.
Yes.
Do this one now.
Do this one. See this, give me 2 or 3 BEDGE poses.
We're starting with this.
Yeah, so now the question is the pose itself. Like, how do you think
the pose has a name.
What's the name?
Falling in love.
Falling in love.
Yeah, because that's the caption. So I told you that every picture has a name. It's easy to call it out. Because you see that picture, that pose. But if you say falling in love, because it looks like she's literally falling. And when we put this on Twitter, people are like, but she's supposed to be falling towards him. I'm like, no, don't do overthink.
Thank God. But talk to me, how does that come to your head?
So I shot this without knowing this will happen.
Yes.
Because I had only like 30 minutes to shoot this. I had to come back to Abuja.
Yes.
Because my wedding was the next day.
Your own marriage?
My own marriage. Yeah, just go there. So this is my friend.
Hold on. Do you know what this just reminded me of? Like, you know now in the East, weddings are in the evening. So people will go open shop first.
No open shop. Anytime you want to do consultation, you want to book me next, I will be there.
No, I'm not even joking. My mommy told me. My mommy told me that people actually go open shop. They're 4 p.m.
So
they will not start going to their wedding.
I'm going to, but that's the beauty of, being where you want to be. If we can teleport, we'll be making more money. Whoever invents teleportation will increase capitalism.
Yes.
So I was like, I need to be back in Abuja that day. So I went to Lagos, took the first flight, 7 a.m. I had my team to shoot the entire wedding, but I was just hired to shoot portraits.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to just get portraits. So, I was shooting, and I was like, I've still not gotten something that I'll leave here
and see my picture.
Yeah, my picture. And I'm not here for long. I don't have the luxury of, I'll probably get something at the reception. Or I'll probably get something. So this is it. And she stood there. I think there was one point. It was a goofy bride. So there was one point they were just doing this. So it just clicked. I was like, if she sits, it will just create in an angle,
An
like
angle.
someone who's falling.
Yes,
but,
a bow,
yeah. But if you want to do something like that, you are engineering the pose.
The shot at this
so you know
point.
that you could slip and you fall.
Fall.
So I was like, I need one guy to stand next to her for safety.
For safety.
That's like when people want to go and replicate some pictures, I'm like, there's BTS.
There's
you need
BTS.
to.
You need to go and watch.
Yeah. So I had someone by the side. So
Yes.
he held her hand, and I was like, you know what, just tilt to the side. You just act like you're falling, you're straight. So they just did it.
Yes.
And the minute they tried it the first time, it made everybody like wow and laugh in the room. So it gingered them to.
Got them
So I was like,
excited.
aha.
Because it's such an awkward.
Yeah, it's very awkward. So I was like, you know what, nice, let's now do it. So
Yes, properly.
So they made the shot is a light bulb moment.
Yes.
Just have something you must see. And you're not like, accentuate the fact that she's falling.
Yes.
So we got that and we called it Falling in Love.
Love
Because
Love it. Now let's talk about Johnny's room.
Johnny's room. Oh yeah, we have pictures. It shouldn't be taking too long on each picture. Johnny's room.
Yes, Johnny's room. Everything in this picture makes it look like it was just there for the taking. But I know it was not just there for the taking. So please talk me about this picture. So this
one was when she was changing into her wedding dress. And you know when you're just going to check if she's done, so you can now, excuse me, so you can now see if you can, go into the room and take more pictures. So just went to from how the perspective, you can see it's the hallway. So I was on the other side of the hall. So I just checked to see if the room is, and she was literally just standing there, just close to the lights, and they were fixing up. It just looked like a film. So that's my job. I'm not there to say, oh, it looks like a film. Thank God, or leave. It looks like a film. Let's make sure it stays a film. I have to freeze this moment. So I was like, no, can you please just move into the light? Because it was even awkward because they were fixing up. I was like, just move into the light because there's a light hitting her back. It's a drop light from the top. So she wasn't standing so close, but when you move her to the middle, she's in the middle. So you just say, all right, thank you, bye. You're not supposed to say, oh, start, okay, turn. No, because she's getting dressed.
It's even an awkward
before they say, or the kwama with you.
With you.
So I just moved to the side. But now this story, you would not know if I didn't tell it. It would be a picture in the gallery that will just go, and I'll probably even send it to them. They'll probably not be their favorite. It will never be out. So the fact that I had to publish it
picture on the entire album.
Because it was published. So do you know the number of pictures we have that were not published?
Love it. And the thing is, like, you actually have to see it.
You have to see it. You have to see it. Other people might not see it, but it's you that will now probably just, tell them.
Okay.
Next image.
So the next image is, I think this will be the final one. This picture went all the way down.
Yeah, this one.
To find it.
I don't know if I wrote this story.
Do you know why I took this? Because I know that if I was the person here, I wouldn't have taken this shot. I would have just been like, oh.
It's invading people's, this is like you invaded someone's privacy. That's why it catches you in the moment. It's like, why did they snap it so they cry?
Exactly.
But this one was just because of the story. If it was something else, or if she was on a call with probably somebody else, I would not tell the story because it would probably sound awkward or a lie.
So my question about this picture is like, how did you convince yourself that this is a picture to take? Because me, on the other end, I'm like, oh, she needs a moment, and I'll leave her.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. It's because of the story. If it was something else, I'd probably not take it. I've had a lot of brides, or some brides cry on the phone, and probably maybe they're talking to their stylist that's wasting time to bring their dress. Why am I snapping that? That's someone disappointing.
So you're constantly chasing the story.
It's not that deep. But this, she was waiting for her dad, and he's the only one that has to walk her down the aisle.
Yes.
And she was like, she's not going anywhere until her dad comes. Do you know how powerful it is that the priest, guests, and everybody's waiting for you?
And all the aunties.
Yeah, and the dad is not there. But now, she was on a call with her dad. So if you take a picture of her crying on the call, she always asks, why was I crying on this day? Oh, it's daddy that was delaying. But the picture will tell the story.
Yes.
So it's just because of who was on the phone.
Yes.
If it was one tailor that was disappointing her, you probably miss it.
So many questions to ask you, but I think we're actually running out of time. So
I'll start selling from 4:30.
So I think my final question now, I know you're a huge fan of your mom, and your mom is like a huge fan of you.
That's my G.
If your mommy was here now and I asked her the Emeka that she is seeing today and the Emeka from Little, and they like was like
I feel like she says the same.
she said the same.
Because I was a dancer now. I told you I was.
Yes.
What do you think was pushing me to go and? Oh, I had manager.
Your manager.
What they say? The best dancer will win a park. There's this inside. She will literally. She probably just give me eye like this.
We have two different mothers. Come on, and be like,
no, because she knows there are no child there
should win.
Oh, not even should win. Can dance as much as you. So then dancing was photography. It's the same way now. She'll say, go and take that picture because nobody will snap as well as you.
So she has been cheerleading you for a
So she's betting on you based on, you better go dance. And every time I go, so it's not like, oh, they were forcing you. I'm really good at it.
Yes.
But now imagine someone that close to you.
Yes,
now says,
now giving you a big support system.
You can't go there. Another time you throw back flips, scatter, everybody go shy. Say, Jesus.
True.
Jesus. So yeah, she won't say, oh, there's such a. She'll just connect the dots.
Yes, she will just go. I knew.
Oh Jesus. My guy say.
Oh my God! Thank you so much,
No
BEDGE. This has been an amazing session. I hope you also had a great time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let me shamelessly plug my.
Yes.
Because people are saying, "Oh, class." When I'm having a class, I'm having something in Delta State.
Oh.
In March, we haven't announced. We're supposed to announce in a few weeks.
Okay.
So it's more of a in Delta State because I'm from Delta. I'm from Asaba.
Yes.
So I want to just give back as like our 10th year anniversary, just give back. So
10 years.
We're not doing a lot of public speaking. The minute you said, BEDGE, I'm like, IG, you know my person now.
Yes.
It's not a problem.
Oh, thank you.
So we're coming out just a few times this year. And that's one of them.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm using this now to practice for my class because I've been out of
the
game
middle.
I've been in the middle. So I'm using this to practice. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to practice.
Please, guys, please. Thank you so much, BEDGE. Thank you. So guys, we'll look forward to see you on the next episode of Connecting the Dots.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Exactly. Thank you.